Why did I think this was a good way to make a living? I should have been a teacher. I should have stuck to teaching. That's an easy job. Look at the holidays you get and everything. No, I say to myself, no, right, Elaine, you are 39 years of age. Yes, I am. I know everybody thinks I'm 50 and at least 17 stone. It's ridiculous. I want to say here and now, I am not Mary Nesbitt. Much as I love and adore her, I am not her, right? I mean, it's no fair, actually. It's just, I want to get it into your head, it's just bloody wonderful acting, right? But it is, it's a weird thing, because you play somebody like Mary Nesbitt, people feel that that's who you are, that they know you. And it's a daft sort of fame thing, you know, people are very interested in, not that I think I'm dead famous or anything, right? I mean, I know I'm a big fish in a wee pond and all that. I don't think I'm Demi Moore or anything, you know. Although, funnily enough, a lot of people have said to me, you are Demi Moore's spitting image. And I look in the mirror and I think, yes. Demi Moore, run about the ankles. We're very, very similar. But I think people actually think that I'm Mary Nesbitt and I'm not acting because I use my own accent, like a lot of Scottish actors. Because actors are supposed to be people who talk like this and are frightfully posh and call everyone darling, because that's the way it's supposed to be. My mother's the same, I have to say, because, well, there's a friend of mine, a wonderful actress called Morag Hood, right? Now, Morag is slightly older than me, she's in her 50s, right? Beautiful looking woman, gorgeous cheekbones, looks a bit like Britt Eklund and all that. And I was doing a play with her last year, and my mother came along to see it, and she was like, oh, I'd love to meet Morag Hood. And Morag is of that generation of actor that had to go to London to make their way in the world, right? And what they had to do was basically lose their Scottish accent. So Morag is very sort of posh and proud and says, oh, Elaine, you're very funny. I like when she says that. I give her money for that, actually. But she says, oh, you are, laugh, and all that. She's very beautiful, right, very Britt Eklund. And my mum says, oh, could I meet her? So we're in the Tron, and I take her out and sitting there, and Morag says, hello, Stella, and how are you? And I could see my mother's face. She was like, you see, that's an actress. No, you. All that low-life rubbish you do. No, that's a real actress, that. And it is, it's because we use our own accents. You're not really acting, you are that person. And it's so fair, because there's Robert De Niro. I mean, nobody says to Robert De Niro, oh, you're using the New York accent again, are you, Bobby? No, they never say that. No, he could, and he puts on a daft wig, a funny nose and all that, puts on weight for Raging Bull. He gets nominated for an Oscar. What do I get? 3 guys hanging out a bread van shouting, hello, Mary doll, on the way back. Not fair. It's not fair, but I know people get very obsessed by people who are on television and all that. And we all read our magazines. I do that as well. But my mum was telling me one of her pals who works in a lawyer's office out in Hampton, right? And they were all sitting there. There was a photograph of me in one of the papers, right? One of the shite papers, right? Anyway, they wouldn't put that in either. That's funny. So there's a photograph of me in a tabloid paper, right, with my wee girl. And I thought, you know, she said, I was amazed because they weren't actually interested in the photograph. It was all stuff like, is that Elaine's living room, that? Is it the rust carpet she's got? That's a lovely lampshade in the background there. They're interested in that, but I'm the same. I sit there in the hairdressers and I'm reading my Hello magazine. Or the Govan equivalent, Hoyu. I'm thumbing through that thinking, here, I thought Michelle Pfeiffer would have a nicer coffee table than that. But it is a strange thing, actually, and when you read up about why people become show business celebs or stars or any of that sort of stuff, you realise that nobody normal wants to do this for a living. Anybody that's had a normal background goes, don't be ridiculous. Walk out on a stage and hope that folk will laugh at you. I mean, I spend the rest of my life hoping folk won't laugh at me. But I walk out here hoping that that'll happen. And now you think, well, why would I do that? And you read about stars and none of them seem to be normal. They all have sort of mental backgrounds in them, don't they? And I had to think, well, is that me? You know, you're great philosophers, you're Schopenhauers and that. I see I've got the level of the audience there. Mention a Schopenhauer, you are all like... But they would say that if you wanted to become a great artist, an actor, a writer, a painter, anything like that, you have to basically have a bit of the mad bastard in you. Okay, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but you know, that's the gist of what they say, isn't it? So I had to think, well, is that true in my family? And my family completely after heat? And the answer is yes. But my mother's quite a remarkable woman. She sells houses for a living, my mum. And it's a great skill, a couple of great skills I've inherited from my mother. And I've noticed a lot of women in Scotland have that. It's the ability to talk underwater. She can talk for about 3 hours without drawing breath. Now, my father is that thing that a lot of men from the West Coast, particularly in Scotland, have. And that is that they're great at talking about things, like football, or fishing, or motors. Anything that's sort of outside, nothing that's really inside. They don't talk about emotions or that, you know. And my dad actually believes that everybody on the planet is as interested in ball bearings and the construction of the Forth Road Bridge as he is. And he had 3 daughters. He used to come in at tea time and go, that was some job we're working on today. Of course, we'd be like, oh no. Is it, Dad? Oh, aye. Some of the metals we're using are the hardest metal known to mankind. Which is tungsten, Dad, tungsten. Very good, you were obviously listening last week. And you're just wanting to get in and watch Top of the Pops, aren't you? And he's watching Tomorrow's World and all that, and you're sitting there. So the combination of the two of them, meal times in our house, enough to drive you off your bonds, isn't it? But that isn't enough to drive you to a life of show business, is it? No. So what's the other thing? What else would have driven me to want to be on this stage? Well, the second thing, I suppose, is I was brought up in Lanarkshire. See? You feel sorry for me already? A terrible, terrible cross to bear, if you don't mind me saying. Oh, it's all right if you come from Edinburgh, isn't it? It's great if you're from Edinburgh. Well, you're from the capital city, Ken. You're from the capital and that's great because that's, the tourists come there and all that and you think you're great, never. If you're from Dundee or Doncaster or Newcastle, you've got a great sense of belonging to a city, haven't you? If you're Glaswegian, of course. A soap dodger. You think yous are great, don't you? All Glaswegians, you swagger about. It's all that. I'm from Glasgow. I'm mad, by the way, I'm mad. Even though yous look like Egypts. You think you're great. You do have, I have to hand it to you. There is a great thing you do. The use of language. How anyone can invent this is just fabulous. You can use the same phrase in one sentence and it means 2 different things. It does, you go, by the way. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. But you think yous are great, don't you, swaggering about? If you're from Motherwell, the only thing you've got to swagger about is at least it's no Coat Bridge. So, mad family, brought up in Lanarkshire, is that enough? No, there's a lot of you out there. I mean, everybody who's got a mad family. I mean, they don't go on to a life on the stage, do they? No, a lot of people from crazy families become taxi drivers instead. We've witnessed that, haven't we? No, that's not enough. The third thing I would say is I was brought up in the 1970s. I found a photograph of myself the other day. Red and white checked blazer with the big lapels and the white piping around it. The blue and white checked Oxford bags. The white smock top with the broad triangles across the front. The huge high platform shoes that I couldn't walk in. I was always like that. No, I'm fine, as I fell about 200 times in them. The blue eyeliner, the yellow eyeshadow, the Farrah Fawcett flickouts. And of course, the top of the Led Zeppelin 3 album under the arm, facing out the way, so everybody could see how trendy I was, you know. The Chicory Tip album was in at the back. I didn't want him to see that one, you know. So those three things, right? Mad family, brought up in the 70s, brought up in Lanarkshire. Is that enough? Well, I suppose when I think about it, although I'm slagging it a wee bit now, when I actually look back, some of the happiest times of my life happened in Newt Hill, actually. I wasn't even Motherwell. Motherwell was a metropolis, let me tell you. In Newt Hill in the 1970s. Maybe I'm getting old and I look back through the old rose-tinted glasses. Some of the best times, actually, were at New Year, Hogmanay. My mum and dad always had a party at Hogmanay, like a lot of families, right? And when I think, I never had that Emma Thompson sort of lovey background, did I? I never had that National Theatre thing. My theatre actually was in my mammy's living room. That's where I did my training most of the time, if you like. And there's one particular New Year that I remember, which was just absolutely brilliant. And it was like preparing for a show in our house. Because my mother did all that. You know, she was always our house that the party was in. And it was always, how's it always our house? You never go to anybody else's, it's always us that have to do all the bloody work, isn't it? Of course, the family all turn up and she's like, hello. Oh, thanks for coming. That's lovely. And my dad always made a curry, right? Because he was convinced that if people had a meal, then they stayed sober a wee bit longer, right? In the case of my family, it was about 2 minutes longer, but it was a good theory, right? It was a good theory. And it was like no other curry I'd ever tasted. It had apples and raisins and sultanas and all that in it. It was unbelievable. I'm sure there was a few ball bearings in there as well. So my dad always did that, and he'd work all day making the curry in the kitchen, and my mother would be out there in the living room, hoovering the purple swirly carpet. The purple swirly curtains would have been taken down and rehung, all nice and clean. The purple swirly Vimura wallpaper, with the 3 plain purple walls, you know. We had taste, remember, we had taste. The purple swirly sweet, the purple swirly lampshade there. Drugs. We didn't need drugs. One can of super lager and walk into your living room, you were away. This is brilliant. So that was all prepared. Of course, my dad had been out earlier on. He'd been out in the hall doing the old emulsioning of the Artex. How do you explain Artex? That's what I want to know. We had that lovely stuff, that Mr. Whippy effect, you know? The Mount Vesuvius, with a big point sticking out it. You couldn't wear a cardigan in our house. Shaking up the hall. But Artexing, it was hailed as a marvellous invention, wasn't it? Absolutely, you never needed to put wallpaper up again. You wanted to change it, out came the emulsion and off you went. Quite the thing, it was wonderful. What they didn't tell you was, if you ever wanted to put wallpaper up again, you had to demolish your house. There was a guy in our street, I kid you not, who had Artex both sides of his doors. It was a 2-man lift to get into his living room, you were like, and And his wains were always running with plasters about. So that was all done. The architecture was done, the purple swirls, the curry bubbling away, the Trini Lopez records on, the coffee table, of course, and we had all the nuts and crisps, and of course, the pièce de résistance, the magic hole in the middle. The magic with the wee flame effect, that was lovely, wasn't it? The wee fan going in to give you that. Of course, we had taken out the original Victorian fireplace. And we had put in the absolutely beautiful fake mahogany fire surround with the wee leatherette doors down the bottom, you know, with the wee shelves for the ornaments. And of course, in the old magic hole, my mother was convinced there was a lovely glow off of that, you know, it was absolutely great. And it made the living room warm. There was no heat off it. But she was convinced if it wasn't on, it was freezing. I found her in this particular New Year, just before everybody arrived. She's down there with the lid of it because the red bulb had blown. Catastrophe. And we only had a white one to go in. She's down there with the red nail varnish over it. So we get the wee glow and everything. So we're all set, the magical's on, we're away, and then in they come, the family. Now they're all in good behaviour, because it's Hogmanay. And you do not go into the new year with any bad blood, do you? No. All the hatchets are buried. Not in MD's skull at this particular point, but they're all buried, they're all in very good behaviour. They're all sitting down with their wee drinks and all that. That's a beautiful Cappa de Monte figure, Stella. Did you get that in Goldberg's, did you? That's beautiful, that. Well, my Auntie Margaret and Uncle Peter, they came in. Now, they're a sort of family legend, right? They're one of the couples, I'm sure you've met them in the past, right? Who've been together 40 years and nobody knows why. Because there's never a good word that's ever said between the pair of them. My Uncle Peter goes in sort of meandering, he meanders away and leaves her, you know, occasionally. And obviously, before this party in New Year, he'd been out for a packet of sausages and hadn't come back for 3 days or something, right? So, of course, my Auntie Margaret, who's normally got a face like Fizz anyway, right? She's got one of their faces. Oh, aye. Very good. That's my Auntie Margaret, right? So she's obviously in no too good a mood at this with Uncle Peter. He's trying to soak in, of course. He's up there, a wee whiskey and lemonade doing, Margaret. Shove it. So, of course, we're all like, oh, no. Let's try and keep the lid on this one. We'll not draw any attention to it at this point. We'll just leave it all there, right? And then, this time I was in a band in the town, right? And my mum and dad said, bring a couple of guys in the band if you want. And they can come out and have something to eat, bring their guitars or whatever. Thought, fair enough. Musicians being musicians, they'll go anywhere there's free food and drink. If you ever want to fill up a party, ask musicians, they'll come. Don't care who it is. Of course, they'd never been in Newt Hill before. So, of course, they go off the train at Motherwell and they're thinking, what, do we get a stagecoach for here? They think they're in the Wild West somewhere. Now, Zeke, the drummer in my band, was black. Now, in Newt Hill, in 1976, there are niente black people, right? So Zeke walking into your living room was a showstopper. But are you that way when a baddie walks in a Western? And the doors are like doof, 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 doof. Silence. That was it, just for about 20 seconds it was. And then, of course, they're all up, hello, son! Lovely to meet you, lovely to meet you. Oh, and as if him being black meant absolutely no difference to them at all, except the only thing they can talk about is the fact that he's black, right? My aunties are standing there like that. Oh, he's got beautiful teeth, hasn't he? And a lovely curly hair as well. Mind you, they've all got that, haven't they? They're treating Zeke like he's an exhibit at a museum, you know? Isa, our next door neighbour's a complete neb, right? She's straight in there. Nosy as in, hello, son! How long have you been here? Zeke looks up and goes, about 10 minutes. She says, no, I mean, how long have you been in our land? I'm mortified, you know, standing there going, oh my God. But Zeke was saved by the bell. The doorbell had just gone, right? And we hear all this kerfuffle out in the hall, and everybody's like, what's that? We hear this voice. Well, about 4 o'clock, I said to her, why don't we just jump into New Rover, drive up M6, go and see Jocks in Jopland? Well, this is their time of year, isn't it? Mahogany. We'll go and see them. My mum and dad are like, oh my God. Yes, the couple they met on holiday in Mallorca. You know that couple? You know that couple that in the last night you go, oh no, any time you're in Scotland, by the way. No. You should come at the New Year, by the way. That's brilliant. Come and hug my knee. And they'd actually met this couple when it was my Auntie Margaret and Uncle Peter's fault that they'd met them, because my Uncle Peter had the worst hangover of his entire life, right? And they're in Mallorca, right? So he's got to find El Farmacia to get Los Resolvos or whatever it is he's got to get. And he's in agony, right? So he's up, and the wee Spanish guy behind the counter, he's like, excuse me, senor, Majito. Es Barsto. Gonna give some for it. Pronto. The big guy's like that. So he starts again, excuse me, Majito. Es Barsto. Because my Auntie Margaret's straight, oh, shut up, you stupid. The boy doesn't know what you're talking about. You've got to speak the lingo, haven't you? For God's sake, she's right up there. Excuse me? Senor? S'il vous plaît? Regardez-vous. His video. Ella Bustio. Can you give him something for it? They were saved by Derek and Jeanette from Manchester because they had come into the chemist and they actually could speak a wee bit of the old Spanish. So they got them and stuff. Of course, Peter loves them. He's like, oh, come back to the hotel, have a wee drink with us. Big mistake. Within 10 minutes, they realised that one of the, and I have to say, it's nothing to do with them being English, because they could have bored for whatever country they were born in. Champion borers, you know, one of the couples, he was in scrap metal or something with the tan and the hunters of jewellery and all that. And he's all, you know, a big bragger. Those type of Scots love. Sitting there, within 10 minutes, you know the exact dimensions of their fitted kitchen. Just exactly what their new patio's like and all that, you know. So they spend the rest of the holiday getting rid of them. But Peter, of course, meets up with them last night and very kindly gives them Mum and Dad's address. So they turn up, and he's in the living room straight away. They're all sitting thinking, who is this? He's right up there. Hey, what's going on then? Hey, where's your kilts? Where's your haggis? They love him. They really love him. So, of course, Zeke, my pal, he was off the hook. Well, if there's a choice. No competition, is there? So they're trying to settle it. Oh, dude, my uncles have been very nice to Derek. And, oh, sit down, son, here, have a wee half in here, that's fine. And then it's time for the curry. They all sit down, quite a thing, they have the curry. It's quite quiet. Now, it's very odd because it's quite exotic to have a curry in 1976 in Newton Hill, so the stomachs are no used to it. So there's a few aromas going round the living room, right? And they can't really move after the dinner, they're like that. Oh, that was lovely, that, Jim. Oh. No, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was absolutely brilliant. So this was the time I really loved, because this was when the show started. And this is when the sing-song started. And have you noticed with sing-song, the good singers never go first, do they? No, the good singers stand looking superior, going, no, I'll maybe sing later, but no, they do, you know. I can't wait, I'll have another wee drink. Of course, the duffers, they're in there like that. They love it. And I thought, that's me, I want to be top of the bill, I don't want to be one of the support acts down there. That's where I learnt it all. And of course, I also noticed the type of songs that we start with. We always start with the Scots songs, don't we? Oh, my kid, oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? We just can't wait to get them over with and get to Frank Sinatra. It's, oh, there's nothing like the old Scots songs, is there? Scots way, we diddly. Dee-dee-dee, dee-diddly, dee-dee-dee, dee-diddly, on to victory. Oh, the other one is always, oh, thank you. No, my favourite one is dee 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 Scott and the see, you all know it. But you only ever know the one line as well. You were all diddling away there. Of course, Eyes of the Neighbour, she's right in there. She's always got her song, it's always the glass there. And it's so each I'm longing for my info. Of course, they're all for God's sake. I agree to that every year to sing that. Though they may be but proud and plain folk. I always think of my daddy when she did that. Then they're all in at the end. Back in bonny Scotland, how am I in a folk? Oh, they love that. Next up, of course, was my Auntie Margaret. She was always next up because everybody was too feared to say no. And she always sung, you did expressionless face, but she always sung the big torch songs, you know. She always had the big Shirley Bassey. And the fag and the drink with her. I who have nothing. I I who have no one, adore you and want you so. I'm just a no one with nothing to give you but all. I love you. You can take it any place you want, to those fancy clubs and restaurants, while I can only watch you with my nose pressed up against the window pane. I who have nothing, I who have no one, adore you and want you so. I'm just a no one with nothing to give you but oh. That's enough. That's it. Oh, she decided it was over. It was over, by the way. That was it. And next there was the subtext that went on. We loved this. It was a wee family drama because my Uncle Peter always sung the same song every year, right? She's sitting there and the family are all, come on, Peter, up we get. Same song for about 30 years. It's the only time he ever get his own back. She's sitting over there. This was the song. Well, there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this house. Baby, I'm tired of this old game we play called cat and mouse. You don't give just a little bit more, we're both gonna lose the race. 'Cause there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians around this place. All right. Oh, they love that. All right, Peter, rock on yourselves, and they're all congratulating him and all that, you know. Next up, of course, was the good singer. My cousin Kate, fabulous singer. She'd sung in the Barrowlands and all that, so she was always standing there up waiting in her big turn coming, you know. But she could do it. Big Connie Francis fan. Lipstick on your collar, told a tale on you. Lipstick on your collar, said you were untrue. Bet your bottom dollar you can say we're through. 'Cause lipstick on your collar told a tale on you. It told a tale on you. Woo! Oh, I love that singing. Oh, I loved Kate singing, but the only people who would ever follow Kate were people who thought they were great singers, or people who were steaming. And that very person had just walked into the living room because Donald, our neighbour, it was a sort of ritual. He'd been in everybody else's house in the street before he got to us. And you knew that he would wake up on New Year's Day with the one sore leg, you know. No. No, ho. You all right here? You all right? He always asked if you were all right, you know. He could have stood up. Oh, no. You all right? Oh, Jim, great curry there. In a minute. No, great curry that, Jim. Oh, no, it was lovely. Kate Hen, what a singer. There we go. All right, in a minute. Oh. In a minute. And now the end is near. 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 And now, That would have been on forever. So you were allowed to talk during Donald. The one singer, one song rule went out the window. They were all like, oh, for God's sake, get me another drink. They're all through then. And he's happy as Larry, I have to say. Singing away, happy as Larry. Now, we notice it's getting a wee bit heated over in the corner with all the uncles and all that, and Derek. Because Derek's making a big mistake. He's saying things, like, all we can hear hovering above all this is, well, you see, I don't think Scotland's got it in it to win the World Cup. You know, all right, you got some good footballers and all that. You know, you're Dennis Law. I mean, he's a good player and all that, but you know, it's just something about Scots. You don't have that winning mentality. It's more of a sort of defeatist mentality. You lot, you should stick to what you do best, like the Irish, drinking and digging roads. Of course, my Uncle Pierre's like, I'm going to lamp that bastard. That's how you order that. That's how you order. I swear out you order that. They're giving a no. Just calm down now. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, that's all going on. And I also noticed that the women are doing that thing. They're on the kitchen. Why is it women do this? All you hear is, no, I'll do the dishes, Stella. Oh, it's my house, for goodness sake, it'll take me 10 minutes. No, Rena, give me that apron and I'll do it now. Of course, they're like that over the apron. You're like, it's Hogmanay, just do it tomorrow. No, they have to have all that done. My boyfriend of the time, he's standing in the corner, you know, pressed up against the wall with my dad, standing like that. Well, I have actually built a couple of combustion engines myself. I have actually, you know, I've got a couple of them down in the garage. You can come down and see it now if you want. Oh, no, and second thoughts, if you go, the law want to come, you know. My boyfriend's like, please. Blood dripping out his ear and all that. Help. And we've got wee Isa. She's miraculous by this point, sitting there. She's giving it, Billy. 10 years ago yesterday, passed away. Billy. The best wee dog a woman can like. Then it happens. Right, that's it. I've sat here all night listening to that idiot talking shite, by the way. That's enough. That's ridiculous, if you don't mind me saying. I mean, he's insulted our nationhood, our footballing skills, and not only that. He brought 2 cans of flat English beer and he struck my bottle of grouse for the minute he sat down. No, that's it, Tommy. Come on, right, geek, big man, outside now. That's it, no. Tommy, hold me back here. Hold me a bit harder than that, will you? No, outside, big man, outside. What? What is it? Eh? Happy New Year, Derek. All the very best. Well, I wanted to be Doris Day. Where did it end up? Lark Hall Miners Welfare. Clubs. You would think that when you start a club, you would have all that saying to everybody, you know, a big sign maybe outside saying, come in, have a great time, enjoy your stovies, play the bingo, enjoy the dancing, the cheap drink, haste you back. No. There's always big signs saying things like, no cardigans in the main lounge. No stovies to be eaten during the bingo. No enjoying yourself during the cabaret. No laughing at the comedian. No heckling the piano player even although he is rubbish. No women, no Catholics, no blacks, no Jews, nobody but us. Us. We nipped in, anally retentive Masonic gits. They get chucked out the SS for being too cruel. We baldy guys with Elaine trousers up to here. We Jobsworths, eh? Somebody said to me, if we got a Scottish Parliament, have you any laws that you would like to pass? I said, yes. I'd like to take all the wee guys and put them maybe in a clinic or something, and it'd be a special operation to have the pokers forcibly removed for their arses. So I loved clubs. I had a great time there. And I'm not just talking about your miners' welfares. I mean, I'm talking about your bowling clubs as well. And they're always the guys that go, oh, that's South Africa, that's ridiculous over there, isn't it? That's terrible, all that stuff. You never get that here. Aye, very good. If you're a woman, just you try getting a game of bowls in the west of Scotland. On any day that isn't a ladies' day. Of course, the men can come out and they can chuck their balls anytime they want. But a woman turns up my man's day, they're out with the sniper rifles and all that. Not just your bowling clubs, what about your golf clubs? Oh, aye, but they're all called Finlay. They're all called Finlay or Farquhar. Or Cameron. And it's all like, you're Farquhar, I think I just spotted a woman in the main lounge there. You did not, what's the bloody world coming to? I was in a golf club once in this city, the south side of this city, I won't say where. Newton Mearns. And it was a very nice golf club, right? I was playing with the band there. And the guys, we'd arrived early and set up all the gear, and the guys were all outside playing a game of golf. So I thought, I'll go up into the lounge and I'll watch them teeing off, because there's a lovely big conservatory bit, right? With all this carpet and parquet flooring and all that round about. So I'm standing there looking out, just the thing, watching them, and I get the tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, madam, but ladies are not allowed to step off the carpet. What did he think I was going to do? Leak estrogen all over his rug? No, not only your golf clubs, you've got, oh, the religious divide. This part of the world's terrible. Resident singer in the old Bellsill Orange Lodge. I've played the big gigs, by the way. This is nothing to me. Bellsill Orange Lodge, there I was. And it was a strange thing, because all the guys in the band, right, what they had to do was basically change their names a lot of the time. You can't call yourself Declan O'Reilly, for God's sake. Well, clock that straight away. You can't do that. So they were all Finlay Farquhar and all that. And they went. And of course, there was always the compeers. What is it with compeers? Compeers who are like joiners during the week. But at the weekend, they're a compeer. They do all that pointing, don't they? All that, oh, all right, all right. And they develop this sort of mid-Atlantic accent as well, don't they? Ho, ho, all right, hen, okay. I'm a singer, you know, that's a... And you know that obviously on the way to the gig that night, on the way to the club, they've passed maybe a pet shop, right? And I've looked in and I've gone, they're a hamster. I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to pamper on my napper. even know it's a different colour for the rest of my hair. And even though when I move it stays in the same place. I'm going to wear it. Because nobody will notice. Of course, everybody's like, what's that, Hizzy? So, of course, in he comes to the dressing room, you know. You all right, Hen? You all right? Thoroughly enjoyed your band last week. Great wee group there, great wee group. Enjoyed your singing. Ho, 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 ho. What's that round your neck, Hen? I said, it's just a cross, a plain cross, Church of Scotland cross, you know. That's what it is. Oh, you'll need to take that off, Hen. I said, how? It's just a plain cross. They went, oh, it's no me, Hen, it's no me. He says, but if one of they bastards out there thinks there's a wee man in that, they'll haul you off the stage. A wee man on it. A few weeks later, I'm on the other side. I'm at the old Knights of St. Columba Club, where the priests all go to dance with each other and all. We know about that now, don't we? It's all out in the open what they get up to. Now, we had been on first, there was a comic duo on after us and all that, and there was that lovely wee stage. And at the back there was a huge big crucifix, right, all carved out, beautiful wooden thing, right? And there'd been a robbery in the club a couple of nights before. And there had been, like, they'd taken the colour telly and the money out the slot machines and all that sort of stuff. And they were very, very upset at that. So we do the first set and on comes, ladies and gentlemen, here's your comic for this evening. On he comes, whoever it was, up he went, oh, all right, hey, I see you go to the guy who stole your colour TV. Paid off, immediatement, taking out the back with a blanket over his head. We were on for about 4 hours that night, for no extra money. So this next song I would like to dedicate to compeers the world over, but especially for Belsil. Yous all know me, I'm Harry McDade. Through the week, I'm a plumber to trade. But come the weekend, I've got it made. I'm a singer. Yous are here for the crack and the booze. We don't have any darkies or Jews. And you'll get barred if any of yous goes your dinger. Just when singer, when song, no dancing, no sweating, no children, no denims, just when singer, when song. After all the work yous have done, yous deserve just a wee bit of fun. But we'll hae none the last week's carry on. Yon was murder. Yous are here for to set yourselves free. Well, that's again, that's okay by me. But if yous don't mind, we'll just have a wee bit of ordeal. Just when singer, when song. No politics, no
cabaret, and we've got booze, we've got dancing, and we've got booze at the welfare. Take it away, boys, here we go, here we go! Just when singer, when song, no freedom, no progress, no nothing, no danger, just when singer. Singer, when so
Their mummy's got violent for that. I was bloody atrocious. Hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello. You all right there? All right, son. Look, he's a good-looking boy, that hen. You all right there? Oh, here. Seriously, been inside a fairy cake. That's lovely. Oh, this is lovely. So, oh, here, that's a lovely wee blouse. See, you've got the chest to wear that as well. I'll just stir up. Oh, here. Oh, you can see me better now, can't you? All right there, all right. Everyone all right? Oh, are we up there as well? All right up there. Okay, oh my God, this is marvellous, isn't it? What a day I've had. What a day I've had. I get a phone call tonight, don't I? From His Rabness. Roberto. Phones me up, hey, Mary Jo. Me and Jamesy have been involved in a wee altercation with a Peruvian panpipe player in Buchanan Street. I know he's stuck too fine a point now. You know, Jamesy stuck the nut in him, right? One Pitt Street police station. Gonna come and bail us out. I thought, well, it's no off nag out on a Monday night, is it? So I jumps on the bus, gets into town, I thought, bugger him. A couple of wee refreshments, and I thought, I'll get in there and see what's on there, a wee concert and that. So, well, it's normally I only get out if I'm in the tune, you know. Have a wee swatch round with Everys. I knew there was scum in here tonight. I clocked a couple of the outfits as well, by the way. But I'll no point them out together, right? They'll get embarrassed. Whatever he says, only us scum that caught whatever he's. What everyone wants, eh? Used to be called whatever a woman wants, Whatever a woman wants. I don't think so. Whatever a woman wants, I don't know about you, but a villa in Portugal and a multiple orgasm are a bit higher up my personal list of priorities, you know? But beggars can't be choosers, can we? Beggars can't be choosers at all. No. Oh, whatever a woman wants, eh? Hundreds of things in Ganton colours for under a tenner. And there we all are, rooting amongst the acroland for a jumper that's going to change our lives. The worst time's Christmas, isn't it, when they bring out the hat and scarf sets. At $1.99 the set. And colours have not even invented a name for you. The ones that the Waynes buy to give to aunties that they know they're not going to get very much back for, you know. I get 10 bloody sets last Christmas. Of course, Christmas, that's the time when Gas goes out and he buys me the inevitable Christmas slippers. You know the ones I mean, with the Dodder synthetic fur at the instep. Soles as thick as Rizzler papers. 3 trips to the ice cream van and your feet are slapping the pavement. Rubbish. So if I've got a wee bit of family allowance left over, I have a wee wander about there. And sometimes I wander into the new Glasgow. Oh, very posh, isn't it? The Princess Square. Oh, they hate it when punters like me get in there. I always think I'm knocking something, you know. Usually I am, but that's beside the point. When I came through there, there was a shop, and it was a few months ago, was in there, the Merchant City. A shop there, it was Ishe Ni-san. Ishe Ni-san. That's Japanese, by the way. God knows what it means. Probably what every woman wants. That'd be great, eh? If all the trendy Japanese were cutting about the Tokyo branch of whatever it is, eh? Wearing the same kind of overpriced smutter they're trying to peddle in one place. But girls, I saw a beautiful shirt, you'd have loved it. Oh, a leopard skin effort, you know, it was lovely. I says, oh, Mary hen, that's got your name in it. I says to the lassie, I says, how much is that shirt there, hen? She says, 140 quid. I says, 140 quid? I could buy my council house for that. I says, oh no, hen, I'll just leave it now. I'll wait till my husband's salary check comes in. Or our crisis loan, whatever comes first, you know. And then I saw it, girls. Now, I can see there's a few wee delicate flowers here, right? I don't wish to cause offence, ladies, you know. There's no need for languages or no. There's a big sign up on the wall. Fanny bags. Fanny bags. Now, I have in my arse metaphorically in a sling many's a time. But I have yet to see the day I'd be carrying my sexual organs about in a special bag, can you? And it was 40 quid. Oh, and she asked if I'd leave and asked if they took Provident. Snobby gets, you know. But the only time I really get out at night is if my pal Ella gets me to go out there, you know. She's always wanting me to go up to these singles clubs. I can't be annoyed with that, you know. What's that one? The Ponderosa. That's a cattle market. If ever there was one, I'll tell you. And there's no much chance of meeting Ben Cartwright there, I'll tell you that. I've seen horse a couple of times. There's all these guys with the Hawaiian shirts and the scorch marks and their chinos, you know. I just hope you'll feel sorry for them and give them a swift podger, you know. I says, well, I can't be annoyed with all that. She says to me, Mary, they'll have a terrible marriage. I understand. I mean, she's married to James A. Cotter, for God's sake. She says, you know, when I first married him, Mary, I was a wee innocent thing, you know. I said, that's hard to believe, Ella, but I'll go with it for the sake of the story, you know. She says, I'm telling you, we went on our honeymoon, right? We went on our honeymoon. And we're in the honeymoon suite and all that, and it was dark, I was getting undressed. She says, I hear this noise. I says, hey, James, are you eating a packet of crisps? He says, no, I'm taking off my underpants. Well, that just gives you an idea, doesn't it? She said to me, Mary, on my honeymoon, I get one orgasm. One orgasm. And that was when I get body searched at Glasgow Airport. The truth. I said, Elaine, you have got it all wrong. You are barking up the wrong tree with all this sex keeper. I says, forget it, because girls will back me up here, he'll back me up. When are we really happy? I'll tell you. In bed, telly on, cup of tea, women's own, hunters of chocolate. See? Am I right? Am I right? I said, Ella, because I'll tell you, the psychologists have got it all wrong. All wrong. It's not chocolate that's a substitute for sex. You with me? You with me? It's sex is a substitute for chocolate. Well, tell me this. Have you ever met a man that can measure up to a curly whirly? No. No, no. No way, Jose. And if he's in here tonight, I'll see you at the back in about 10 minutes. It's me again, it's me again. I'd like to introduce my whole band now here, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for the Attitudes. Great guys. Now I know to you, I look like a wee dumpy woman from Motherwell, right? But I'd like to tell you that a lot of women from this part of the world, inside, I am actually a very tall, elegant, majestic black soul singer from Detroit. And this is a song all about that. Go for it. I was born one morning in the Gala Gate to the sound of a lullaby. It was my mama crooning like Rosemary Clooney to Mickey Rooney when he was a GI. My grandpa played Ain't Misbehavin'. My daddy sang A Little White Cloud That Cried. My sister did impressions of Brenda Lee. I'll say it loud, now I'm funky and proud. I found my thrill on the radio. Hear that piano playing in triple time. Long Tall Sally was a nursery rhyme who sang itty bitty in my limbo. Fat Domino. Don't talk to me about folk music. Don't talk to me about art. Don't talk to me about my heritage, 'cause I know what I feel in my heart. I got a right to sing the blues if I want to. I learned how to do it on my grandma's knee. If it was good enough for grandma, it's so good enough for me. You can see that it was in the family, and I like it, yes I do. God bless America for giving us rhythm and blues. Jeepers, creepers, and high-heeled sneakers, whatever they are. Choppy Checker, Desmond Decker, no, he was Jamaica. Whatever happened to Johnny Tucker? I remember when we heard the Drifters play
under the boardwalk,
people falling in love.
under the boardwalk,
We were having some fun,
under the boardwalk,
hanging the sun.
Under the boardwalk,
Just falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. And then he kissed me. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say how much I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my Stevie Wonder. I love you. You move me to my very soul. I love all the Jacksons, especially my Hale. You believe I was born to rock and roll. I ain't ashamed to admit it. I like it better than Avon Kiss. I wanna thank my black brothers and sisters for making me feel like this. Don't blame it on the multinationals or the imperialist Uncle Sam, no. Blame it on the boogie, blame it on joy, blame it on my grandfather, he was a boy. Blame it on the music that makes me the way I am. God bless America for giving us rhythm and blues. Keep your Dallas and your dynasty, your president, your foreign policy. I'll take Aretha Franklin, Count Basie, Ray Charles, even Kathy and Lacey. God bless America for giving us rhythm, for giving us rhythm, for giving us rhythm and blues.
I was walking out of Cumbernauld Theatre, it was, getting into my car, minding my own business. Never met this woman before in my path, right? I'm wondering, just getting into my car and all I hear is, "Bye here, you've lost the beef." This woman I've never met in my life. But we're really past remarkable. The MD that's on the telly. My mother's the worst, by the way. My mother, oh God, particularly about weight. Women are terrible about weight, aren't they? My mother says, "Oh, that Anne Diamond's needing to give herself a shake, isn't she?" I know she's at the 5 Wains and all that, but really, get a grip there, Anne, you know. This from Miss World, who's standing in front of the television here. And she's terrible about people's weight. Our pal's even worse. Our pal's daughter had just given birth to her 3rd child, right? She's still lying there in the labour suite. In she comes and she gives it. "Oh, here, you'll need to get rid of that stomach." For some women, being overweight is worse than being a serial killer. My mother now, she's been on a diet for 37 years. And she's 3 stone heavier than when she started the diet in the first place. Now that says a lot to me about dieting, doesn't it? But we're all affected. We all sit there reading the magazines and we see Naomi Campbell and all that, and you're like, how don't I look like that? She looks like a teenage boy with silicone implants stuck on. How does he look like any of the women I know, except for your pal? You've always got a pal, haven't you? Your pal's like, with a fake tan and all that. Phones you up, "Would you like to go out for lunch?" "Oh yeah, that'd be great." You're thinking a great lunch. You get to order and she's like, no, I had a ham salad last Tuesday. I'll just have a mineral water. But no fizz, because there might be calories in the fizz, you know. But I'm as affected as anybody else, looking through the magazines, how we're supposed to look. Women, of course, going and chopping bits off themselves just to look the perfect way. I'm like that, I stand there in front of the mirror in the morning going, I'm not going out. I am not going out. My poor husband, he's had to live with it for years. He walks in, he knows straight away, oh no, it's not a fat and ugly day, is it? He's straight into the cupboard, the fishing rods are out and he's away for a week. He knows what he's in for. Of course, I loved it when I was pregnant. Oh, because I wasn't fat. I was pregnant. And the big elasticated waist trousers. And that was just at 6 weeks. And you go along to the antenatal classes and they tell you lies there. They tell you downright lies. The first thing, I want you to imagine that the baby's head is the size of an orange. Aye, right. I put my hand up, I said, are we not talking melons here? And watermelons at that. And they say it's not painful, there's no pain. It's just birth discomfort. There was a wee woman in my antenatal class and she did her first baby in Rotten Row and her second one was in the Southern General, right? With me. And she puts her hand up and she says, see this birth discomfort? Is it the same as the pain you get up in Rotten Row? Oh, and you got all that stuff about breastfeeding, don't you? If you breastfeed, oh, you'll be absolutely no problem. We had the wee auxiliary in. Yes, I breastfed my 4. I was back to a single end in a fortnight. No problem at all. They say the baby takes 500 to 1,000 calories off you every day. I was like, how many Cadbury Twirls is that? That's brilliant. Of course, breastfeeding is fine if you've got a wee chest. If you've got a big chest. I was out to here. I needed another buggy for my chest. It was a nightmare. It's a great excuse after the baby as well, isn't it? All that stuff of, oh no, you're in trying on maybe a pair of trousers, you can't, you're like, oh no, I can't get into them, so you come out, oh, I'll just leave it now, I've just had a baby, you see. I'm not back to my right size yet or anything. Of course, when Hannah hit 18 months, I realised I couldn't use that excuse anymore. And folk kept saying to me, here, you get your figure back off it quickly. And I was like, aye, but I didn't want my figure back. I wanted Michelle Pfeiffer's figure back. But I realised something was wrong. Something was really wrong because I was going into shops and I was doing things like, I'll have a Cadbury's Twirl, a packet of Milky Buttons, a packet of crisps, and what else was it she wanted? Straight out the shop, woof, right in there. Oh, it was terrible. And then I thought, well, it can't be that I'm overeating. It can't be. It has to be something physical. Something glandular, maybe. I must have this gland that makes me a greedy bastard. Oh, yous have got it as well. I thought it was just me. I thought, I have to do something about this. I have to do something. So I thought, right, only option, the Slimming Club. The Slimming Club beckoned. Oh, I was greeting him before I went. Sitting there thinking, oh, it's going to be a nightmare. I know it's going to be like, I'm going to go in and there'll be all these women that have lost their weight sitting there looking dead superior. And there'll be some Gestapo woman down the front. And you've got to get weighed in front of everybody and she'll go, 17 stone, that's ridiculous. Get to the back of the class. And then I thought, here, maybe it'll be like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Where you've got to stand up and go, hello, my name's Elaine, and I'm a fat bastard. But I have to say, it wasn't like that at all, it wasn't like that. Because like most things women do together, we all support each other, don't we? We all support each other because we've all failed together. And we like that, we like failing together, we know what to do with that. We go in, we get weighed, and then we go for chips. It is, it's terrible. There we all are trying to hack bits off ourselves and be this perfect woman, aren't we? The pressure on us is terrible. And it wasn't the same with my mum's generation. They were competitive in a different way, though. It was a different sort of competition. Like that New Year party I was talking about earlier on, right? Well, at one point, after the bells, after the fighting and the singing and all that going on, they've moved the coffee table out the way and they've done the quick steps. The men would retire to the kitchen because the bar was there, right? The men would go in there and they'd all be standing about talking shite, basically. Well, you tell me a better word for it. They're all standing there and it's all that, you know, no. I was like that, right? I was like that, right? And he was like that. And then I went like that, right? I said to him, you're not going to be like that, are you? What is all that about? But the women, they would all have gone into the living room. They'd all be sitting round about him, they'd be drinking. The men wouldn't get in, they would be 2 feet. Oh, you never knew what was going on there because the conversation could move from ornaments to operations. Very, very quickly. Oh, you could get in at any point and there'd be, oh, look at that. He was a butcher, that doctor, so he was a butcher. Real competition, and particularly about childbirth. How long was your labour, Francis? 72 hours old. Oh my God. Me? 4.5 weeks. It's a weird thing about women, they don't tell you the truth when you're younger about pregnancy and all that. They don't, when you ask the inevitable question, is it so? They say things like, he'll get through it, hen. The hardest day's work you'll ever do in your life. Well, I'll tell you this, I've had many a hard day at my work. But I have never needed 2 epidurals to get me through it. Oh, my Auntie Maureen, she told me the truth though, but her story, her first one, terrified me. I was about 14, eavesdropping, sitting there in the living room, you know, and I hears it. Well, girls, as you know, in my first couple, there was absolutely no problem at all. But with our Alexander, oh. You know, the afterbirth when we come along. I'm lying there, and Alec, of course, he's useless. He's having a fag with the nurseries. He's no bothering at all. My wee doctor, lovely wee Asian doctor he was as well. And he says to me, Maureen, he always called her by her first name, her doctors. Always first name terms. I've never met a doctor like that, but she always like, Maureen, hen, I'll get this sorted out for you. You just lie there. She says, I'm lying there. Oh, can he be? She says, I'll look up. He walks back in with what I can only describe as a hubcap. He takes a run and bloody jump onto the belly. I have to tell you, girls, it worked. Out in a jiffy. Mind you, there was a hell of a draft for about a fortnight, you know. The boy knew his stuff, he really did. She says, I'm lying, I must have dozed off, she says, because I'd been desperate for my tea and toast, you know, I'm lying there. I wakes up to see a crust disappearing into Alec's mouth. And I'm draining a cup of tea. And he says to me, God, I needed that, Maureen. I'm exhausted, so am. I could have swung for him. She says, Hen, don't believe MD, it's agony. Agony. And don't believe all this stuff about men sharing the childbirth experience, Hen. Doesn't it work like that? You mark my words. During your labour, there will come a point, right, where you will be standing up in the stirrups. Screaming for morphine, saying, this man is not my husband. And his parents were never ever married either. A few hours later, you'll be sitting there, on your rubber ring, and you'll reflect on what I have said to him. And you'll think, men sharing the childbirth experience. Bullshit. Unless you've got a bowling ball stuck up your arse, Hen. You are not sharing the childbirth experience. Or in my case, it was more like somebody trying to open an umbrella in my back passage. I'll not say any more, Hen, because I don't want to frighten you.
Do you like good music? Yeah, yeah. Like sweet soul music? Yeah, yeah. Just moaning and groaning? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Spotlight on the rose, y'all. Yeah, yeah. I don't look great, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Sing along on I'm a coming. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Spotlight on Wilson Pickett now. Yeah, yeah. Take it, dig out. Yeah, yeah. Sing love to everything, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you like good music? Yeah, yeah. That sweet soul music? Yeah, yeah. Just moaning and groaning? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm feeling, oh